Some concern tonight as deer season for firearms starts this Saturday. Researchers as close as Iowa have found COVID-19 in several white-tailed deer.
The question, of course, do they think people are at risk? Channel 8 photojournalist Anthony D'Agostino looked at research and asked some questions.
For a while now, there's been concern on whether certain animals like deer can get COVID. After some researchers said yes, Penn State and Iowa State started looking into it more. And here's what they found. After studying around 300 deer in Iowa, about 75% of them had COVID-19. All of this after the USDA's original findings.
They experimentally infected white-tailed deer in a controlled lab setting, and they demonstrated that they indeed are susceptible, so they could be infected by the virus. But more importantly, they also transmit virus among themselves.
Kuchipudi and other experts speculate one way deer can catch the virus is from people feeding them in their backyards.
We certainly recommend individuals don't feed or bait deer because, like you said, it artificially congregates deer in a small area, and that results in increased risk of spreading diseases.
They're still researching if COVID can be passed back to people, and experts recommend hunters follow some safety guidelines that are already in place.
Just those really basic precautions of if you harvest an animal, make sure you're wearing gloves, washing your hands and your equipment after you're done field dressing that animal. Perhaps wear a mask if you're so inclined. Those types of things should be ample for minimizing your risk.
But he says you can still hunt.
We're just trying to remind folks that continue hunting. Don't let this rise to the concern of keeping you from doing what you love, and get out there, enjoy the fall, and take those basic precautions.
And for you hunters, once you get that deer home, the CDC says to reduce the risk of COVID-19 and other diseases from spreading to humans, cook your venison to 165 degrees or higher. Reporting for Channel 8 News, I'm Anthony D'Agostino.
So what about Nebraska? We reached out to the USDA to see if any testing is being done here.
They said no, and they're not aware of any other researchers doing it in our state. In other news now,